Hello everyone, and welcome. As a celebration video, which I probably should have uploaded a lot sooner, or at least made a lot sooner, was something that I wanted to do for when I passed 700 subscribers, but I'm just now getting around to it because I've been grinding so much for the Anime Girlfriend games. So in this video, I'll be answering two of the most popular questions that people have. Well, it's not so much in the Discord, it's more like in a Facebook group that's very, very private. Um, Basically, it's like fucking. It's a neckbeard dwelling Facebook group kind of thing. Like you share your fucking some insanely obscure anime fucking titles and shit. Probably something that nobody's ever fucking heard of, you know. But anyway, the first question was, and you're probably gonna be trying to figure out why am I even considering answering this question? Well, that one's quite simple, my love. Um, the first question was, what was the first thing that I ever watched that was anime related, or at least somewhat in the form of anime? Like if it was like a game or a show or a movie, and they were actually three movies that tied me into um, anime. And the first one, and by the way, all three of these are my mom's fault because she got me into anime from a very young age, at the age of 5 years old. So, first one was her copy of Vampire Hunter D. I had watched this at a very young age of just 5 years old, and if you watch the movie itself, it's not meant for 5-year-olds in the slightest. But me being five, didn't really understand what was going on. So I was like, fuck yes, man, this is fucking cool. We got women here. We got a fucking badass dude with a fucking hand thing. He's fucking got long hair, fucking cape, and fucking trench coat. Fucking, he looks awesome. I loved Vampire Hunter D. And I even liked Bloodlust, even though it was but I still liked it all the same. But I never owned Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. I actually ended up watching it on YouTube many years later. So my mom let me watch it. Well, it's not so much as that she let me watch it, it's that I had a bad habit of not putting DVDs back in their case. So I would just put them in whatever case I could find. So when she thought I was watching VeggieTales, I wasn't watching fucking VeggieTales. I was watching fucking Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. Now, I watched VeggieTales because I liked the animation, and I thought that the fucking stupid ass vegetables jumping around and giving me life lessons about God and shit was fucking pretty funny. I laughed at fucking VeggieTales, but I didn't like it. And I think it was VeggieTales, but it might have been the Brave Little Toaster DVD case that it was in. It's honestly either one of the two, because those were like some of the only movies that I actually owned at 5 years old. I mean, granted, I had like a bunch of other kids movies, and I can't really name any right now. I had Shrek, and I watched a lot of Shrek, but that's besides the point. Let's get back to the anime here, okay? Shrek may be one of the greatest animes that's ever existed, but let's just get it out of the way, okay? So I had put a Vampire Hunter D case because my mom left it out, and I was like, because she was trying to teach me, you need to put DVDs back in their case, otherwise they're going to get scratched and ruined, and then we can't watch them anymore. Now, me as a child who had no friends, that terrified me because DVDs and video games were my only friends. So I was like, I want to take care of my friends. So I put every single fucking DVD that I found that was loose around the house inside of a random DVD case. So my mom had to fucking literally try to find the movie that you actually want to watch that is in a separate fucking case somewhere randomly around the house, or rather the apartment. So that was a fun game. But anyway, I ended up putting Vampire Hunter D because apparently she had watched it the night before or something. And I put it in a fucking case that might have been VeggieTales or the Brave Little Toaster. And I asked my mom, "Hey mom, can I watch this?" Because she was watching something, and she was like, "Yeah, sure." And then my mom went out for a cigarette. I put the fucking disc in the tray, and oh lordy, was not what I was expecting at all. I was like, "This is not the Brave Little Toaster. This is better." Little 5-year-old EmberFox was like, "Fuck yes, man." Blood and shit, a girl with a gun running through a field and killing some creature. That's fucking badass, man. And then I watched that movie so many times. Like my mom didn't check on me because I think she had to like go into work or she had to go pick someone up from work at the time. So she was like, "Okay, just enjoy the movie. You know, there's some food in the fridge. You know how to make yourself a sandwich, don't you? Don't make a mess." I was like, "Fucking goddamn yeah, man!" In my head, of course. If I said that, oof, I would have gotten smacked. Not there's a difference between discipline and abuse. All right, I know the difference. But anyway, so I watched Vampire Hunter D, and when my mom came back from work, she knew what movie I was watching when she looked at the screen, and she was like, "What the hell? How'd you how'd you find that movie?" But she never asked me that. It's just more like she asked me, "Did you like the movie?" I was like, It's awesome." So that's probably not a good thing for a 5-year-old EmberFox to say, but god damn it, it was a good fucking movie. And I love that movie to this fucking day. That was the first thing that I had watched that was anime. Even anime related when I was 5 years old. Yeah, I had heard of Pokemon. Yeah, I'd heard of Yu-Gi-Oh! But my stupid ass didn't fucking give a shit about that because we didn't have cable for a couple of years. Now, in that time where we didn't have cable for a couple of years, my mom took me to Blockbuster quite often, and this was before Blockbuster went under, and essentially, I think only moved to like have only like maybe a couple stores across the country to this day. I'm not sure about that part, but anyway, so my mom took me to the Blockbuster, and I saw the most awesome character I had ever seen on the front of a cover of an anime movie. At least I think it was an anime movie. It had anime-esque characters. Anyway, the movie was called Xenosaga. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. It's spelled with an X, Xenosaga. Xenosaga. That's what I always called it. But anyway, I asked my mom, "Hey mom, can I buy this? Or can you get this for me?" And of course, my mom would ask the guy, "Hey, is this appropriate for kids to watch?" And the guy, I remember his fucking look. He's like, "Yeah, he'll probably get it." So my mom ended up buying me the movie. Now, she didn't buy me the first movie, she bought me the second movie. We went back a month later to buy the first one. But I still loved the fucking movie. All right. Now, I looked up on YouTube, see if anyone, had illegally ported it to the sacred site that is YouTube. And yeah, I found fucking the first movie, second movie, third movie, and I think even the fourth movie, although they weren't really considered movies. The last two weren't, anyway. But anyway, so I had watched the second one a lot, and I was stupid thinking it was the first because I didn't know what Roman numerals were when I was, of course, like 5 or 6 years old. It was I was either 5 or 6. I don't remember what my age was, but I know I wasn't older than 7 at all because I didn't really watch a whole lot of movies when I was 7. But anyway, let's get back to it. So, I had watched Xenosaga 2 and the first movie a lot. Now, when you go and look at how long those fucking movies are, you'll be very surprised. I'm going to leave that surprise for you guys, but just keep in mind that I watched these fucking movies over and over and over a lot. I came home from school not having any friends, but I had those anime movies to watch. So I fucking watched them, and I watched the shit out of them. And there was not a scratch on a single one of those discs. Let me tell you, boy, there wasn't. No scratches. Mm-mm. No, I took fucking extremely good care. The Shrek disc had more scratches on it than my fucking Xenosaga DVDs did. Alright? Fucking way more. And I loved that fucking movie. I loved those fucking movies. My mom broke the first one. I didn't cry about it. I just went in my room and stared at the wall for a good hour and a half. She stepped on the case because I'd put the case on the ground because I was like looking at the art for it, and the art for that fucking game I like personally, and that the graphics that it has, it's kind of like a CGI kind of movie. It's like, okay, think Japanese PS2 um like graphics, and then think of like video game cutscenes, and that's pretty much how the whole movie is animated. And I personally liked it. I thought it was fucking pretty, and I liked it. I thought it was the coolest fucking sci-fi shit I'd ever seen in my life, minus Star Wars, and I loved Star Wars when I was a kid. My one of my only friends that I ever had gave me a fucking Yoda mug because Yoda was my favorite fucking character. I still have that Yoda cup to this fucking day. Although I don't use it. I'm actually going to start using it again. But I've had that fucking thing for a really long goddamn time. It's been a pencil holder for like the longest time, but back to the Senna Saga thing. I had the second one up until high school, where someone stole it when they came over to my house. They didn't just steal that, they actually ended up stealing a lot of my anime shit, and that broke my heart because all through middle school, I didn't have really that many friends. Like, I played Minecraft, and I'd watch anime a lot. And I'd also play on my Nintendo DS in class because, well, I'll explain why we were able to play DSs in class, but like when you finished your schoolwork, the teacher didn't give a shit if you whipped out your Game Boy, your fucking PSP, your fucking Nintendo DS, or whatever the fuck they had out that year. They didn't give a shit. As long as you did your work and as long as you did it correctly, they didn't care. But anyway, that's a whole story and a whole video in of itself. Now, let's get to the second question. Now, as you guys know, I am a great admirer of waifus. Now, does that classify me as a weeb? No, not particularly. I just really like anime girls, and they've always been a big part of my. Well, they're more like the dopamine for me, I guess. I honestly don't know. Like, I've always loved anime girls, like, since from a very young age. And the first anime girl that I actually laid eyes on was in Vampire Hunter D. But I didn't find her particularly attractive because she had kind of like blondish, orangish hair, and I'd never really liked blonde hair in my whole life. Like, I've never liked girls with blonde hair. I've never dated a girl with blonde hair. Bleach blonde, yeah, but that was like only when they were in between dyeing their hair, and that was later on in high school. But like, I've never really liked girls with blonde hair. It's just never been my thing. And that was another thing. Like, I don't know, blonde hair always just kind of was a shut off thing. Like when it came to attraction for me, and I'll never know why. Like, I really don't know why. That's like not even some childhood trauma or anything. I've always liked black hair or brown hair or even red hair. I like ginger chicks, but they're like, I don't know. Like, if you were to rate them between brunettes, blondes, redheads, and the fucking raven wing black hair chicks, I don't know. I mean, gingers are like number three, whereas like brown, like brunettes and raven hairs are like, it's like they're vying for the first position basically, and redheads are like, and they're, I would date a redhead kind of thing, essentially. But the first question, or actually the second question was, who was your first waifu? If you've been keeping track of this whole video, then you know who I'm gonna say. And also, if you've seen said anime series, my first waifu that has been in my heart since I first saw her on the TV screen was Cosmos from Xenosaga. That's the blue-haired robot chick, and yeah, she's always been she. Lady Genocide is best girl, but she's not first girl. First girl is Cosmos from Xenosaga. She has been since day one. Even when I forgot what fucking thing she came from, I still remembered her goddamn name. I remembered that shit. I remembered Cosmos with blue hair. She was my fucking lock screen when I had a flip phone, when I had a fucking Blackberry, when I had that stupid fucking slider piece of shit that I didn't have for that long because it was my friend's and he just let me borrow it until I got another phone. And even when I got a Samsung Galaxy S4, which was my first touchscreen phone, or a smartphone as you youngins love to call it. She was my fucking lock screen, my wallpaper. She was my Facebook profile for a really long time. I really liked Cosmos. She was my favorite bionic babe ever. And when I was a little kid and I was sitting there admiring her, I was like, this chick can do some really cool robot shit. She can fucking have guns sprout from her back and shit. At least they did in the movie, I think. And like, she did a bunch of cool shit like saving the world. I don't think guns sprouted from her back though. I think they actually sprouted from like her hands. But I was just like, she's fucking awesome. I really like this chick. She's cool. She's pretty as fuck. She's blue hair, red eyes. Fucking, she just annihilates fucking aliens. That's like anime Master Chief right there. And by the way, yes, I was playing Halo from a young age as well. But that's besides the point. That's a different video. Anyway, she was like female anime Master Chief to me. Although I didn't know who Master Chief was until like a few years later, but that's basically who she was. She was my first girl, and I really, really like that character. Now, if you've seen the Senno Saga anime, which I actually personally haven't finished, the anime series, I have not finished that. I've been meaning to get around to it, but I've just been so busy making videos that I haven't had time to actually go ahead and watch a full length series. And like, because I've been making videos so much and I've been grinding for these videos so much, and yeah, so if there is a point in some time when in like the future, maybe like when I complete one of these series, maybe I'll take a week off of YouTube and I'll go ahead and watch some anime, or at least try to get my life in line a little bit more. Don't worry, I'll let you guys know in the Discord. In case you don't know how to get to the Discord, what you do is you go to the about fucking thing. All right, that's what you do. You go to the about on my YouTube channel, and then you look for Flame Lounge. That's the Discord server. Basically, it's like a bonfire for all of my subscribers, and basically the place where my community blossoms into the beautiful bunch of beings that it completely and utterly is. So that was my childhood when it comes to anime. Now, now you might ask a question, be like, did you watch Pokemon? Yeah. Do you like it? Not particularly. I like the Johto region. I like that one. I didn't really care for the other regions. Did you ever watch Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, sporadically, not very often. I still haven't fucking finished the goddamn series. I remember fucking Kaiba's stupid ass though. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you a little bit more of an insight as to where my love of anime stems from. And just know it's all thanks to my mother, and my mother is an awesome human being. Um, so yeah, thanks, Mom, for getting me into anime. Hope to see you guys in the next video, or at least in my next stream. And by the way, yes, I have a Twitch. It's EmberFox478 on Twitch. In case you don't know, go to the Flame Lounge, ask someone, hey, what's EmberFox's Twitch? They'll give it to you. But anyway, hope to see you guys in the next video. And yeah. Bye!